Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Movement with Kaylin. You have reached day 7 of my 14-day Pilates series. So wonderful for you for sticking with it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I feel amazing after these past 6 days. We worked hard this week, so today we get a day of relaxing and stretching. So important to include this in your regular workout routines. We always want to have that, at least that day of rest and recovery. So that is our day today for this series. All right, so we are going to start in the nice comfortable seated position. If you need to prop yourself up on a blanket to sit up nice and tall, I want you to go ahead and do that so that you feel comfortable here, okay? Maybe it's a couple pillows, a couple blankets, whatever you need. Once you're there, I want you to go ahead and roll your shoulders up and back. And really find your connection here with your breath. So when we're doing Pilates in general, we're always connecting our breath with our movement. And it's just as important here in these stretching workouts as well, because that exhale especially really helps us to deepen and relax into those stretches that we're doing. So now draw your shoulders down, keep them there. So feel them pulling down. And I want you to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder and just hold that there. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, draw this left hand up and over the head and just gently pull down. And this again, it's very gentle, so we're not yanking the head down, but just ever so gently finding a little bit of an extra stretch. And you can even bring that right hand out, fingertips on the floor if you want a little bit more. Now drop your chin towards your chest and then bring that left hand to the back of the head as you gently, again, pull that head down. As you're here, make sure that spine is still in that nice tall position. So you're feeling that that stretch more in the back of the neck and not in your spine. Good, lift that head up nice and tall. Bring that left arm down. We're gonna switch to the other side. So right ear towards right shoulder. Wait, I think I just felt a little crack there. And then go ahead and grab your left ear with your right hand if you need a little bit more of a stretch. And again, you can bring those left fingertips and reach them towards the floor. If you want a little bit extra, there's always modifications for everything. So whichever one suits you, go ahead and do that. And then bring your chin towards your chest, hand behind the head. And again, just a gentle pull. Remembering to breathe. Last inhale here. And then go ahead and bring that head all the way up. All right, hope you feel a little bit looser in that neck and shoulder area now. I want you to stay seated, but bring those soles of your feet together for a butterfly stretch. So getting more into the hips here. I want you to, again, find that nice tall spine and try to bring those knees wherever they're at. They're just coming out to the side towards the floor. And with that tall spine, I want you to hinge forward and then round forward here. Feeling, again, that deeper stretch in the hips. Now you probably feel it in your back here. Just let your head hang nice and heavy. Take 2 deep breaths here. And last one. All right, coming back up to seated. Let's come into all fours now. So we're gonna come onto our hands and our knees. Setting ourselves up for a cat-cow. Let's just move through the spine here. So let's drop our belly as we lift our chest. And then we exhale as we round through our back. 2 more, inhale as we lengthen. And exhale to round. Last one, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. We're gonna find a little bit more movement here. So widen the knees just a little bit. Walk your hands forward just a little bit. And I want you to sink your hips back into a child's pose. So you're gonna come back. I want you to inhale as you start to round forward, and then eventually your chest will come through your arms as you come into an upward dog position. And then exhale, round through that spine as you pull your belly and your hips back, sink the hips down. And then inhale as you come forward through the arms, find that extension here. Good, one more like that, rounding back. And inhale as we bring it forward. Good, again, think of lifting here. All right, and now come onto your forearms. We're gonna get a little hamstring and calf stretch here. So on your forearms, you're gonna bring this right leg back, tuck the toes under, cross the leg over to the left side, bring the toes to the floor, and start to shift back so you're flexing through that ankle and really feeling that stretch in your calf here. And just let your upper body relax down, so don't hold any tension here. I love this stretch. I'm always really tight here in those calves and in the back of the leg. Let's take one more breath here. All right, come through center. Let's switch to your other side. So bringing that left leg back now. Cross the leg over and then shift it back so your heel is stretching away. Again, let your chest just comfortably come towards the floor. One more breath here. All right, bring it back to center. And then you're gonna roll yourselves onto your back. So make sure you're centered here on your mat and then bring yourself all the way down. All right, once you're there, just let yourself feel nice and heavy here into your mat. Keep your left knee bent with your foot on the floor, and you're gonna draw this right leg up towards the ceiling. You're gonna hold on wherever you can. Maybe it's behind the hamstring, maybe it's behind the calf here. I just want you to point and flex that foot here. So just a gentle stretch for the foot, for the ankle. Sometimes we neglect to focus on our feet and our lower legs here. Super important to keep this nice and mobile. And then do some circles here with that ankle. And then let's move in the other direction. And now we're just gonna find a nice hamstring stretch. So you're gonna walk your hands up wherever you can. I'm gonna lift my upper body here. You can keep your body down just to pull my leg a little bit deeper towards me. Try to keep that ankle flexed so the toes pulling towards you, the knee is staying nice and straight. One more breath here. And then go ahead and bring it down. Now you're gonna bend that knee in, extend your left leg out nice and long. You're gonna start to cross this leg over the body. So it's gonna come to the left side. So you bring your right hand out to the right and just let your head look towards that right hand here. This is our twist, our lower body twist. So our right shoulder is staying glued onto the mat. So we can find that twist coming from that lower torso. Loosening up our back here, last breath. Bring yourself back into the center. Pull that leg back in towards you and then grab onto your knee with your right hand and start to open that hip out towards your right shoulder. So like you're pulling that knee in towards your armpit. So now we're finding a little bit more hip opening here. Maybe you feel a little stretch in that inner thigh area. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So keeping your right knee bent, foot on the floor, draw that left leg up towards the ceiling. Again, grab on wherever you can. And then we're gonna start to point and flex that ankle. Again, just keep breathing here. Just nice, long, slow inhales and exhales. And then we'll do some circles here with the ankle. This is an area for me that can get so tight, especially I notice first thing in the morning when I've just gotten up and start moving around. I hear lots of creaks and cracks. And so if that's where you're at today, you might be feeling the same thing. And then we're gonna find that hamstring stretch. So flex through that left ankle. I'm gonna lift my upper body up to pull that leg a little bit closer towards me. Again, keep that left knee nice and long here. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and lower that leg down. Pull that knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg out nice and long. And we're gonna cross this leg across the body. Keep that left shoulder down as you bring that right arm out. Again, focusing on that lower body twist, lower torso. Really good for our spine, really good for our whole body here. One more breath. And then go ahead and come through center. This time, pull that leg in, hold onto it with your left hand as you open that knee towards that left shoulder, armpit area. Good, one more breath here. And go ahead and release. All right, bring both legs in. We're gonna rock ourselves up to a seated position. And I want you now to come up to kneeling for a hip flexor stretch. So if you're on your knees and you need a little extra padding, go ahead and grab something, a blanket, or even double up your mat here for a little bit of extra. So we're gonna be left foot is gonna be forward, and we've got our right knee still planted on the floor here. So before we start to lean into it more, I want you to think of lifting up from your belly button here as you lengthen your lower back. Hands can come onto your leg or onto your hips as you start to lean forward. And I want you to hold that. You can lean forward a little bit more as long as your knee isn't coming forward over that toe there. Good, hold it there. Inhale. Exhale. Really feel that stretch in the front of that right hip flexor here. Now we're gonna add a little side bend. So bring your hand to your left hand to your left leg, reach up with that right arm, and then bring it up overhead. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into that hip. One more breath here. And go ahead and bring that arm down. Shift forward so you're on your fingertips coming into a deeper lunge. Shoulders are still down your back, belly's pulling in. And then exhale, I want you to start to shift your hips back towards your right heel. Flex through your left ankle, and now you feel that stretch in the back of your left hamstring here. 2 breaths here, inhale. Exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper. Pull that left hip back a little bit more. Last one, inhale. And exhale. All right, go ahead and come forward now. We're gonna switch legs, so bring your left leg back. Right foot's gonna come forward, setting ourselves up for that hip flexor stretch on that left side. So we're gonna lean into it here, start to pull that belly in and up, right? Lengthening that lower spine. Good, just hold here, maybe come a little bit deeper once you've got that alignment here. Good, hold that. Now we're gonna add that side bend. So you're gonna bring your right hand to your right knee, bring that left arm up. Think of lifting up and out of your pelvis first and then pulling up and overhead. Keep your chest looking forward. It's very common here to want to round your shoulders down. So keep staying nice and open towards the front there. Good, one more breath here. Good, now start to bring that hand down, bring the hands to the floor. Let's find that deeper hip flexor stretch here. Shoulders down, long spine, belly in, inhale here. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. This one, I want you to start to shift your hips back for that hamstring stretch. Flex through your right ankle. Pull that right hip back, take an inhale, and exhale, come over that leg. And again, inhale, deep breath in. And exhale, bring it forward. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. All right, go ahead and start to shift yourself forward. Swing this right leg back. We're gonna have you come back down onto your back here. So we've just got a couple more exercises, a couple more stretches. So go ahead and roll down through your spine, coming back onto the floor. We're gonna work through a few bridges here. Find a little bit more opening in the front body. So arms down by your sides, feet here are grounded and in parallel. Take your nice inhale here into your long spine. And then on your exhale, start to roll through your pelvis as you peel your spine up. We've already gotten a nice opening here in the front of the hips, so we're just gonna continue that. Take an inhale here, press into the back of the arms. And exhale as you roll it down bone by bone. So remember, this is a release and relax day, so make this nice and slow. Inhale here, and exhale. Just finding more of that spinal articulation, that beautiful mobility we're always looking for. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll it down. Last one, release that pelvis down. Inhale, and exhale, roll it up. Good, reach through those knees. Inhale at the top. And reverse it, coming all the way down. Good, lower back, and then pelvis releases, and bring the knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze here. And then go ahead and rock up to a seated position and come back to that comfortable seat. So again, grab your towel or blanket if you need to sit up nice and tall. I already feel like I can get into this position a little bit easier after all that, after loosening up and stretching out those hips. So this already feels a lot better. So once you're here, again, bring your shoulders down, your back here. We're gonna finish up with a couple side bends and twists before we close it out. So bring that left hand down to the mat. I want you to inhale as you bring that right arm up to the ceiling. Stretch over to the side as you bend that left elbow. And then come up through center. Inhale up through center. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches over. Good, we're gonna do that one more each side. Grow tall first. Stay squared off towards the front. And up through center. Last one, right hand down, left arm lifts. That feels so nice. And then up through center. Good, hold here in center. Think of staying here, right? Centered over your body as you rotate. So I want you to inhale, start to look over that left shoulder as you bring that right hand to the outside of your left knee. Grow taller as you turn. And then come through center, right over to the other side. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, center. One more time, each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Last one. Good, and exhale. And go ahead and clasp those hands behind your back. Start to open your chest, open your heart as you straighten the arms. Lift the heart, lift the chest here. Find that beautiful opening in the chest and the shoulders. And then go ahead and lower those arms down. Bring the arms down by your sides. Just see how you feel here. I hope you're feeling good after that. Thank you so much for joining me for day 7. And we will be moving on tomorrow with day 8, so I hope you'll join me for that. And please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked today, and subscribe to subscribe to my channel and be notified of my new videos. Make sure to hit that bell next to the subscribe button. I also have more videos on my channel: Pilates for pain relief, Pilates for kids that you can do with your whole family, as well as some more general Pilates mat workouts of all different lengths. So I hope you will check it out, and thank you again so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you here again on the mat. Take care.